fans live for games like this one.
The National Basketball Association and the Milwaukee Bucks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog around mid-season. Stan, when you were coaching, would you still try out new plays and tactics and schemes? Or was the recipe set? Was the formula in and that was it?
Well, Kevin, the bulk of what you do is set, but you're always tinkering. And as people start figuring you out, you've got to have counters to what you're doing. So your system is always evolving. You're always trying to get better, and you're always doing new things.
And talk about competitive spirit. MP has come out and, in essence, dedicated this season to winning his own matchups.
You know, sometimes when you focus on individual success, the team suffers for it. In this case, MP has energized this group because now everyone is trying to win their own matchups. It's almost like a competition within the game. The next step will be crucial, though. Can MP maintain and even increase his impact going forward?
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The forwards for him, Bane and Jackson. Morant is out there with P, and it's Edey in at center. And that one's good, Morant.
Well, that's just a great dribble move by Morant. Quick and very shifty.
Lillard with no one around. No good with the triple. Here's P, guarded by Jackson. Shoots. Rebounded by the Bucks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City. A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Out to Morant. And a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Swiped it away. P passes to Jackson. Lopez with the block.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that length to alter shots.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Off on the layup. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Yep, that one goes in there.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here's Morant. 14 points from him the last game against Houston.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
And here is Antetokounmpo following Ja Morant's 3. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Payne for 3. Here's Edey. Pass to P. Memphis moving it around. 5 on the clock. Here's Payne. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Outside Jackson. Kicks it out to Lillard. And it's off from three-point range. Memphis leading. Pass to P. And he jams it with authority.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Edey gets the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Rockets. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 35 points for him last game against San Antonio.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night. And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Morant and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, P in the last game against the Rockets gave them an edge. He ended up with 15 points and did a great job of moving the ball around on offense, as well as being active on the glass. Just a fantastic effort for him out on the floor. We'll see if he's got any gas left in the tank for tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Lillard again missing.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Morant passes to P. Back to Morant. Bane against Kuzma. Takes a 3. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And it's Lillard missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. And for the Grizzlies, 2024 stand was marked by an unprecedented amount of injuries.
Well, Kevin, they used 51 different starting lineups. The most in NBA history, and they were also forced to use 12 injury hardship exceptions. That is just incredibly bad luck.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Morant. 7 points in the game. The shot's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Lillard. Fires. High post. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Lillard's got 13.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's Edey, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Morant with a wide open look. Craps in the tray. Morant's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Grizzlies.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Smith checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Kevin Porter subbed in for Jackson. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Santi Aldama comes in for Edey. And Pippen subbed in for John Morant. And again, the Bucks miss.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
P passes to Aldama. Here's P, guarded by Porter. Now here's Bane. And again, It's the Grizzlies from deep.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Now here's Porter. 9 points last game. Pass to Lillard. Clock at 6. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. 15 points in the game.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Here's P. Back to Pippen. From deep. They get it back. And stolen by Lillard. Fires the three. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
Here's P. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Houston.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters.
Here's Lillard. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Lillard misses. It's Pippen on the wing. Covered by Lillard. Pippen, the pass to Aldama. Pass to P. For the three. He's off on that one. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies going into the break with a 10-point lead. For the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. So on the 4 for Memphis. Santi Aldama is out there with Wells. Then it's Pippen. Then there's Jaren Jackson. And it's P in at the shooting guard position. Here's Wells. Bangs home the trifecta.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Rollins the pass to Portis. Kicks it out to Prince. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Memphis moving it around. Here's Pippen. Milwaukee with the rebound. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with a win.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
Yeah, at the end of the day, a win is a win. But you know they want to play a lot better this time around.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Portis. And here is Prince. Left side Portis over Jackson.
Well, a former Defensive Player of the Year winner, Jackson Jr. takes pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
And last season, with all the injuries for the Memphis Grizzlies, Stan, Jaren Jackson had to play a bigger role and was effective.
Yeah, Kevin, I think we were all a little surprised at his offensive game. You know, he got more opportunity and we saw him doing more things. He also played more at the center spot, you know, so he's become a great two-way player. We knew he was always an elite defender.
Absolute. Antetokounmpo misses and the dry spell continues. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Here's Pippen. Can't hit from in close.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack. Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Here's Pippen following the basket by Giannis. Aldama passes to P. Driving inside. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Good read by Aldama. His selfless attitude is why his guys enjoy playing with him.
On the wing, Giannis. Six on the shot clock. Aldama with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
There's the pick. Pippen with the wide open look. And the three off target. Bucks trail by 13. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Offensive rebound. For three, Portis. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's P. Defended by Prince. Pass to P. To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
Yeah, Jackson Jr. understands how to get to the line. Good at using his size to force defenders to compromise.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Prince. Jackson, he's checked in for Kevin Porter. And Lillard subbed in for Rollins. Now, here's Lillard. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. With his first shot attempt, it's rebounded by Memphis. They host the Spurs after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's P. Covered by Lillard. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Shoots over Kuzma. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane. Bane's got 5 now.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
And we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. And Morant gets it to go. He's got 14.
Yeah, and Morant definitely has that floater in his arsenal.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 11 points in the game. Kuzma outside. Nails the 16-footer. Kuzma's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And a high percentage shooter like Kuzma has tons of options on the floor. That includes the mid-range.
Now, here's Holmes. Still yet to score. He passes to Morant. Here's P. Here's the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those 2 guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Now, here's Morant. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Aldama slams it in.
Timeout.
Well, at nearly 7 feet, throwing it down is probably almost effortless for Aldama.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Edie's checked in for Rashawn Holmes, and it's Jackson in for Santi Aldama. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Kuzma with it. He's picked up by Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
And that one's good, Morant.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Lillard. 18 points for him. Cans it from downtown.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Kuzma against Morant. Kuzma kicks to Lillard. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Fires from deep. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. He with the bucket.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from P, and the shot goes down. Lillard's got 23 points.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Here's Morant. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Portis with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Pass to Jackson. Lillard, right side. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 26 points for him.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the first half is now in the books. Grizzlies lead by 14. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Grizzlies. And you look at... Thanks for joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Grizzlies have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team.
Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kuzma's got 9.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there.
There's Jackson with the three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
On the wing, Jackson. This one for three. The shot, no good. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Kuzma. From outside, off the mark.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Lillard against Morant. Up and in on the layup. Morant's got 20.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Lopez, a screen on Jackson. Kuzma outside. From the wing. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
A kick out to Bane. Offline with his three. Bucks trail by 19. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And KD picks one up. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Well, that's a good sign there from Morant. He needs to keep making those shots in order to open this offense up.
Lillard surveying the D. That one drops for him. 28 points for him.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Lillard against Morant. Kuzma outside. Three-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane. Bane's got 10 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Kuzma outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. Pass to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Jackson. Kuzma hits the jumper in space. Kuzma's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
Kuzma against Bane. Here's P. He's got 12. They grab their own miss. Jackson in the corner. Outside, Bane. Tries again. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's P, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Lillard left side. Clock at 4. Out to Kuzma. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kuzma's got 14 points for the game.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Lopez with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Kicks it out to Lillard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 6 assists now in the game. He passes to Bane. Morant against Lillard. And that one's good, Morant. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. And the Grizzlies leading by 19 points. So on the floor for Memphis, Desmond Bane out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. Then it's P, and it's Pippen in at the point.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Giannis. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Here's Aldama. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Portis the screen. Here's Rollins. Pass to Portis. Just 5 on the clock. To the wing on the left. Rollins the pass to Portis. It's rebounded by Memphis. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Payne for 3. The shot misses. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Here's Rollins. Portis with it. Defended by Pippen. Portis can't get it to go. On the wing, Bane. Guarded by Prince. And another miss by Memphis.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Pippen against Rollins. Pass to P. Over to the left wing. Aldama can't hit. Bucks trail by 18. Bane with the steal. He with the bucket. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
A second chance effort. Antetokounmpo kicks to Porter. The Bucks working the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rollins. No good on the 3. Pippen outside. Pass to P. Now Aldama. Here's P. Defended by Prince. The 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Antetokounmpo uses the glass to finish the layup. Giannis has got 4 this quarter.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Pippen. It's deflected. Holmes passes to P. Now here's Bane. And And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now Eldama from the arc. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
An ideal stretch big. Aldama is 6'11" and very good behind the line.
Giannis passes to Rollins. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Kicks it out to Prince. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And here's Pippen. There's a screen. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the...
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.